3.5, solving equations. You must actually solve for it. The x is not going to be by itself. You have to do certain things to it today in order to solve one-step equations. X plus 3 equals 8. You can probably look at that and tell what the answer is. You're going to have a number and add 3 to it to get 8. What is that number? 2 plus 3? 5. Yeah, it would be 5. But not all equations are that easy to solve, so you must know the process of how to get 5, because you may look at another one that's much different and you may not be able to figure out the answer in your head. So here's the first step. The first rule is you want to get the x's by themselves. So in this case we have 1x. We want it to be by itself on the left. And in order for it to be on the left, this plus 3, not just the 3, but the plus 3, must go to the right side. And when you cross the equal sign here, you have to change the operation. It's not plus 3 on the right, it is minus 3. You do the opposite. 8 minus 3 is 5. That's how we come up with the answer of 5. X minus 4 equals 3. I have a number, I'm taking 4 away from it, and I'm going to end up with 3. If I can't figure it out in my head, then I know that I want my x by itself, and the minus 4 must go to the right side and change operation. It becomes plus 4. X equals 7. Notice the x is in a different spot. It's on the left-hand side, but it's on the right side of the left-hand side. You want it by itself. This 2 and the sign in front of it must go to the right. What is the sign in front of that 2? Positive, yeah, so it's the same as plus. It must go to the right side. What will it be on the right side? Minus 2. X equals 3. We want this x by itself. Let's shrink this up and move it over. There we go. The x has got to be by itself on the left. This minus 4 must go to the right side. What does it become on the right side? It's plus 4, right. And then negative 2 plus 4 is 2. Anytime you're in doubt about whether or not you have the right answer, you can always know if you have the right answer or not by plugging in what you found back into the original equation. Negative 4 plus 2 equals negative 2. Is negative 4 plus 2 equal to negative 2? The answer is yes. So if it works out, you have the right answer. X plus a negative 4 equals a negative 2. Does anyone remember how we can change plus a negative? What sign do these two turn into? Plus a negative turns into what? That's why we did this so long ago when we were doing adding and subtracting of positive and negative numbers. This changes into this. Plus a negative is the same as minus a positive. Once you get to that spot, you can move the minus 4 to the right side. Make it plus 4. Negative 2 plus 4 is 2. Notice the x is on the right side now. That's okay. X's are allowed to be on the right side. you can leave that x where it's at. It's this minus 3 that must go to the other side so it can go away from the x. Minus 3 becomes what on the left-hand side? Plus 3. 8 plus 3 is 11. In this one, you have a minus x. You can't just put down x and leave out the minus sign. That minus sign is connected to the x, so you have to leave it there. It becomes a negative sign. This minus 4 must go away from that minus x. It needs to go to the other side and change operation to plus 4. Negative 2 plus 4 is 2. This is not your final answer. I've had juniors and seniors that will still leave their answer as negative x equals 2. That's not the answer. That negative x is the same thing as negative 1x. You don't write 1 next to the x. And to solve this, you must divide the 2 by the negative 1. That gives you a negative 2. Here's another negative x. This negative x must stay on the left-hand side. The minus 3 goes to the right, change it to plus 3. Negative 1 plus 3 is 2. What do I have to do to both sides now? Or what do I have to do to just the 2? Divide by negative 1. That causes that negative sign to go away. If I divide by that negative 1, then I will come up with x equals a negative 2. You must leave this x on the left and move the 5 to the right, make it minus 5. 2 minus 5 is negative 3. Leave the x on the left, move the minus 6 to the right side, make it plus 6. Answer should be 9. Keep the x on the left and move the plus 4 to the right side, make it minus 4. That is a negative 7. Keep your x on the left and move this minus 5 to this side, make it plus 5, and come up with a positive 1. The minus x must stay on the left. This plus 9 goes to the right and becomes minus 9. 2 minus 9 is negative 7. Divide the negative 7 by the negative 1 to get a positive 7. Keep the negative x on the left, move the plus 1 to the right, make it minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. Divide the 2 by the negative 1. You should come up with a negative 2 for the answer. Homework directions. Homework is graded based on effort. Therefore, if this is your problem, negative x minus 2 equals a negative 6. On notebook paper, for all problems, you must write the problem and show each step. This is what will get you points tomorrow. If you only show the problem and the answer, or just the answer only, it will not count. You must do all of your homework this way, not half of it this way, not a fourth of it, but all of it, because it's graded based on effort. It's an all or nothing thing. If you skip problems, you're going to miss out.